Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We've got another legend style video for you guys where we cover some Zap Lalo attacks with my thoughts on how you should approach bases according to your weaknesses. And yeah, my army composition will be in the description as always. And here are my heroes as well as the pets and the equipment that you're using for your own reference. Yeah, I used a ground warden in one attack, but yeah, these will be like some other hits, so don't mind that. He's obviously going to be on air most of the time. But yeah, let's just get right into the video. I'm sure everybody's seen this base before, and principle is going to remain same for any sort of Sui Lalo that you guys do, where you need to kind of figure out what the difficult areas are on the base, and you can clearly see over here, like in terms of accessibility, like this entire core is difficult for your heroes and your Lalo to reach. So it's obvious, like all you need to do is help yourself remove a bit of the chunk from the core. So very obvious zap value over here. We're going to try to remove this area, and it's very good value honestly, because now that we've created a hole in the base like this, all we need to do is expand on the hole. So I noticed that the expos were also air, and we're going to like the expos are set to air, so we're going to take full advantage of that. Right over here you can see I'm just going to try to tank this mortar so that the flame flinger can just grab the scatter shot, and you can see how the flame flinger along with the zaps that I had are like creating this kind of a funnel for us. And once that kind of happens, you can kind of see what you need to do next, right? Like it's pretty obvious, like this is what the flame fingers are going to be able to handle with our zaps. So our heroes can go in from, or like up over there, or it's like this over here. So I would argue, like obviously, like the town hall is the better value if we send our heroes over here. But how should we allocate our heroes, right? So I'm gonna say that you should send your queen to the town hall, and you should send your king over here, because if you had done the opposite, like sending a queen over here and then your king over here, it could get a little bit risky, because there's no guarantee that the queen would like walk into the compartment really like that. But now that the funnel is being set like this, there was nowhere for the queen to go except the town hall, and it's okay. Like the king will honestly just clear this area. I just gave the wall break to pull the CC, so that the king could handle ice golems if there were any, but it was all balloons, so I guess lucky me. And yeah, it's a free town hall kill for the queen. We just needed one freeze for that invis tower, and it's all good. Other than that, not much to worry about. The king also got the monolith down. Sorry, he got the invis tower down for us. And over here we've got the monolith literally at like 1 health or something, and you can see this is already shaping up very well. So I'm starting my Lalo from the bottom, and notice how I'm starting a lot of balloons from over here, and my warden is coming from over here at the bottom, because like I'm hoping to kind of have like some balloons go in like this to kind of enable these balloons that are behind to go towards the core that I was talking about, and everybody's coming in from behind the sweeper as well. So this should work out very well. You can see I've even used my royal champion a bit later, and yeah, you can see like now a lot of the balloons are within the warden aura, and a good chunk of them will actually come towards the score over here, and that's what I'm counting on over here. The royal champion is also protected, and yeah, we're just going to try to overwhelm the entire back end. I've just deployed my last hound as well with whatever balloons I had remaining. We only managed to get like the enemy royal champion, I believe, with the headhunters that we protected under our warden ability, but I think overall we should be fine, because this back end is going to get very easily overwhelmed. We just have way too many balloons with this plan, and that's what you have to do. Like sometimes you just have to overwhelm the enemy heroes like that if they're stuck all in one area, and you can usually get away with the triple. Like I'm sure this is a tough base. People have seen it very often, but sometimes you just have to do what you have to do to get the triple. And over here I think the plan was pretty decent. Like we cut out the hole, we expanded upon it, and yeah, just try to clean up with your heroes a bit, and all that was left was like this little path for our Lalo. And you can see how the royal champion also helped over here to kind of keep the Lalo in that tight path, allowing us to protect them with spells very easily. So Yeah, that's a triple for us. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, we've got like a diamond teaser kind of setup over here, and first things first, we need to evaluate the zap value. So obviously there's a few good spots that we can think of. Alright, our next base, we've got like this diamond teaser kind of setup. I'm not really sure, but over here again, like first things first, we need to find a good spot for us to really zap. And if you kind of evaluate your options, you can see there's probably like two choices. One is the double X-bow with the rage tower, and one is like this monolith multi-archer tower warden with the air defense. Like that's also another combination we can go for. But we just need to kind of remember what I was saying in the last one. We can probably zap out some stuff that can kind of be difficult for our heroes to really access. And in my opinion, I find this multi-inferno very difficult to access. So we have a few options to deal with it. In the last one, what I actually did was I tried to zap out half of the core, which was difficult to really access, and I managed to path my Lalo through the rest of the core by using my heroes well, including my royal champion, to kind of push my balloons towards the core. So over here, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how you can use your zap spells to enable flame flingers to do a lot of work for you. And you that being said, you can already see like I'm planning to like erase this double X-bow with the rage tower, and it works well for me because the quake will also wake up the town hall. And let's just see that in action. So now that I've told you how I'm planning on starting, like I'm gonna have the zap quake over here with the flame flinger going for the town hall, and that means I should neither send my heroes nor should I be sending my Lalo near the town hall at the beginning anytime. I need to allow the flame flinger to get its maximum value by simply just chipping away at it continuously, and that's the only way for me to really get the most value. Now I will be honest, what I should have done is I should have prioritized the builder hut instead. That would have allowed the healing to happen like a lot slower, and the flame flinger could have easily dealt with this wizard tower that was over here anyway. It was not a big deal. So that is one mistake that I made that you guys can probably like consider next time. But yeah, you can see over here now I've pushed my king and my queen far away from where my flame flinger is actually going to work, and you can see like I'm just trying to get the scatter shot with the enemy queen over here. And I've even got the CC pull, which is going to work out very well for me. So all in all, very neat. I guess it's a good beginning. And yeah, we're just gonna start our Lalo from the bottom like this. So I'm just gonna pretty much spam like a small wave like this over here, and I'm gonna try to delay my warden ability as much as I can, because I know like so just using that one freeze is very helpful, because it allows me to use my warden ability just a bit later so that I can get very good value from my rage spell, and like I can make the balloons easily push through and the entire core, like literally the entire core. And they've done exactly just that. And now I've just got like this one last hound over here and a few trailing balloons with whatever is left from my royal champion should be able to handle this area over here. And honestly, like that's all we need from the Lalo. That's all we need from the Lalo. That's all we need from my own queen. The flame flinger should be able to easily handle whatever is left. Like when I say flame flinger, I mean to say the troops that are inside the flame flinger as well. Like in terms of the threats that are left on this base, if you really see, there's not much that can stop us at this point, because we did a good job of making sure to not interfere with the flame flinger. Like the flame flinger just got some really good value for us. And the Lalo, honestly, like we got this much of the base with it. What more can you ask for? That's just perfect, honestly. So yeah, that's going to be another triple for us, because like we've already weakened up I think all of these defenses, and it's just our cleanup that's gonna kind of like go around and get us a 3-star for us. So if you're going to use a flame flinger in some spot, like especially if you're going to use zaps to enable a flame flinger, make sure your heroes are not going to be going anywhere close to it, because the moment your heroes start taking down the defenses that your flame flinger is going to be attacking anyway, that is instantly going to be a reduction of your flame flinger value, and that is something that you absolutely cannot afford in attacks like Sui Lalo, or in this case Sui Zap Lalo. So do keep that in mind, and try to ensure that your flame flingers are always working as independently as possible, whether it is your heroes that are able to get them to do work, or if it's the zap spells that are able to allow them to get started. So yeah, that's another 3-star for us, and yeah, just a good path for our Lalo, honestly. So yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Alright, third base for the video, we've got another box base, and again, I'm just going to keep repeating this, but it is just the way that you need to think about when you decide to start breaking down any base that you need to find in Legend League. Starting with the zaps, figure out the area that is most like that, the area that you cannot access very easily with either your siege, your Lalo, or your heroes, and you need to try to help yourself create a hole somewhere over there where it's very difficult for you to really access much. And I think it should be very obvious on this one. Basically over here, you can see like it's going to be so obvious, like this is all you need to zap. Like you're going to get one sweeper, one X-bow, and one Inferno tower, and that's more than enough. Honestly, that's more than enough, because once we do that, we can actually start seeing, like, I'm going to create a hole over here, and we already have a hole over here. So this is a pretty big hole for us, honestly, and we can easily funnel our heroes to kind of go towards the town hall just like this. So you're gonna see I'm just gonna do that right over here. I'm not gonna like very specifically talk about how I'm going to funnel my heroes, but you can see what I'm trying to do over here. So I'm trying to get my both my queen and my king into the town hall. I'm sure that just my queen alone, even with the ice golem, is not going to be enough to survive the town hall area. So what I'm going to try to do is you can see I've just cleared like these buildings as well over here to ensure that my king goes in front of my queen over there too. So this is going to work out super well for us. I'm not sure. I think the queen should come back as well immediately after this because of the enemy king. Yeah. So perfect for us. Like we should get this entire town hall compartment down, no problems at all, and we even got the CC pull. And that's all you need. Like as soon as the CC is pulled, you are free to go. So just zoom out a little bit and have a look at what's left on the base. So we've done this much with the zaps, we've gotten this much with the heroes, and that is honestly superb for us. So now it's up to you to just deploy your Lalo along this path over here. And notice I haven't even used my siege yet, so I realized it's super late into the attack, and I was just like, you know what, I might as well just drop my flame flinger over here. Like I should have done it earlier, I will admit I should have done it earlier, but at this point, like because of the value I've gotten from my heroes and my zaps, I'm sure that even if this mortar kind of takes out my flame flinger, the Yetis will come out to help tank the scatter shot and the enemy queen. So I'm not too concerned about it at all. And you can see as my heroes are dying out, I am starting my royal champion just to provide a little bit better kind of like crowding, I guess, for my Lalo, and she's gonna remain very safe very easily, obviously, over here. So you can see I'm just trying to create that wave going on over here, and that's going to allow me to just like push through this entire area very easily. And the one who can do the most damage very easily, I would say, is my royal champion, because I can see her passing very clearly. The balloons, it's a little more difficult because they need to go all the way to the defense, and you can see like I literally just popped my water ability as soon as I deployed the entire wave. It didn't even matter because this plan was just so strong that even if I deploy like my Warden, even if I use my Warden ability, like literally as soon as the attack is beginning for the Lalo section, it works out perfectly fine for me. And this is gonna just be another triple for us. Like it was just very overpowering. There's no way the base could have defended this just because of the plan. So you need to identify the correct zap value. You don't always need to go for very heavy value. Do keep that in mind. So you can either set up a very strong flame flinker, or you can even like have your heroes rotate around the area that you zapped very easily, and maybe even like have your siege machine, in this case the flame flinker, expand upon that hole that you created with your zaps. All in all, you can see I'm just trying to create a nice thin part for my Lalo, and either my royal champion or a portion of my Lalo is supposed to go with the core, and like take it out, and everybody else can kind of just keep rotating around the base, and it's a nice wave that you have going on, and you have more than enough spells usually to help handle the rest of the base. So that's another triple for us. We'll just get into one last attack for you guys and we'll call it a wrap. Very interesting base over here. It's got some good void compartments, it's got a lot of single infernos honestly, and yeah, this is just what we have to deal with, and we're gonna have to figure out what we can do on this base. So same rules apply, of course. Figure out where to zap, rotate your heroes or your siege around the zap to expand on the hole, and you can easily just send your Lalo through the rest of the base that's left. So I'm going to go for this quadrant over here with the zaps, just because it removes literally the entire compartment for me. And what I'm also going to do is I'm not going to really expand upon the hole over here, because in this case it's like a core town hall, right? So, and there's no value that's really there around the town hall itself. Maybe this X-bow and this single inferno. I could have even probably zapped out like this. This is also very good value, honestly. I should have probably done that instead, but just to help my heroes kind of rotate around the base, I went for this value over here, and I noticed that if I get like this double wall break over here, and if I manage to have my queen survive, right, she can actually grab the town hall for me without me having to use the blimp in this attack. So keeping that in mind, so it's going to be a little more interesting, because usually for these anti-2 style bases, right, you kind of use your zaps and then your heroes to rotate around the base in such a way that you send the blimp for the town hall. But I'm purposely trying to create like an attack where I don't need to use the blimp for the town hall over here, and you can see I'm going to do just that with this double wall break from the bottom over here, and yeah, it's going to work out really well for us. It should. So you can see I've like zapped out that entire area over there, and we're gonna start our heroes from the bottom just like this. So just nothing special over here. Just gonna have our Sui go in. Ice Golem should help freeze up a little bit. I don't remember what I did to pull all of those skeletons. I think there was some open wall somewhere, but yeah, because I'm expecting my heroes to grab the town hall, you can see over here I have actually used my flame finger on the top, and that's the only reason why I didn't zap out this area, because I was hoping the flame finger kind of helps chip out this entire section quite a bit, and it's going to work out well for us. You're just going to see that very shortly. The queen is going off a bit to the right. I'm going to have to be a bit careful, because I need her to get the town hall now. I've even committed that entire thing over there. So I'm just gonna have a very small Lalo help out for this right side, because once again, like, there's no air hero. It's just some Teslas maybe that's kind of like threatening me over here. No reason to commit to this area over here with my warden. That is very important. Like, I just sacrificed one hound with a few balloons, and that's enough. I don't really need to go too much more into detail over there. And you can see the main forces coming in from the left over here. I've got the headhunters and the ability, the warden ability. I've got I think one hound as well over there, and I'm just saving on to my last hound just for a little bit of tanking on the end. And yeah, you can obviously see I'm not being the most efficient as I possibly can with my spells, but just the fact that I'm able to plan out the value perfectly according to where I want to send my heroes and accordingly use my siege, it's working out so well. Because now, even look, my flame finger troops are going to join up with the Lalo, and there's not much left on this base that can really stop us at this point. So try to plan out the value accordingly. Try to identify when you can push your heroes to even grab core town halls like this. Just small things like that can make huge differences. Like, the flame finger managed to grab the entire top, so honestly my warden was only needed for this much of the base. and we did exactly just that much. It worked out perfectly well for us, and yeah, you can see it's a triple. And yeah, that's one thing I like about Lalo a lot. You can divide your army however you see fit, sacrifice like one hound, maybe a few balloons, just get rid of a portion that's struggling. So overall, you saw like Zaps, a mini Lalo. Our heroes managed to grab so much, oh my god. And Flame Flinger, literally look at what's left for the Lalo, just like this much of the base. So worked out perfectly for us. But yeah, that's our last triple for this video. And I tried to be a little bit different with the format this time. I tried to give tips in a more fast fashion rather than like pausing on the base and explaining all the different possibilities. So do let me know if this style is more like if it's better for you guys. I don't mind doing it either way. It's up to whether you guys like it this way or not. So yeah, just let me know in the comments if you reached this far into the video. But yeah, that's about it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.